Hi, this is Mike, your quantum healer, and my goal here is to help you upgrade your consciousness. And today I'm gonna give you an amazing 3 tips. And you know very well that when you're going to stay until the end of the video, I'm gonna give you some extra amazing bonuses on how to spot a foe, how to determine people's good intentions, how to know, is this a friend or is this your enemy? Stay tuned. Welcome back. Without further ado, how we can determine, is this guy a friend or is this an enemy, or what his true intentions? There's another third category, by the way, it's called frenemy. Okay, it's not a friend, but it's not really an enemy, or it's an enemy who's posing like a friend. So rule number 1, numero uno, and hold on, let me just put my glasses. Oops. A lot better. It's tough to me to deal with the glare, you know. So rule number 1, numero uno, is how to determine people's true intentions is use your intuition. Use your intuition. Now guys, I'm gonna tell you something very important. Babies are born with amazing intuition. If you notice, if you ever had a baby or you observe babies, you will see that babies feel the energies of a person. Sometimes person looks all made up, very nice, very dandy, but the baby, only when a person comes closer, start to cry. Well, baby feels the energy of the person. The baby feels the aura of the person. The baby feels if this a person is friend or foe right away. So what happened with this system? How come when we grow up, this system kind of stopped working? Well, this system never stops working. The creator, the universe, the quantum field, God, put this system in our gut for a reason. This is the best system in order for us to navigate through life. So when you want to determine if the person is a friend or the person is an enemy, rule number 1, rely on your intuition. Ask yourself, how do I really feel about this person? And then just be quiet and listen. And the answer is going to come. The answer is going to come because you have this internal system called intuition that is never, ever wrong. Rule number 2, numero dos, on how to spot if the person have the good intentions towards you or not so much. Give it some time. Give it some time. Now, in the beginning of every relationship, and it doesn't matter if it's an intimate, close relationship, friendship, or business relationship, normally what happens, people put their mask forward, their best impression of what they think you should be. I mean, what they think you should see. And we are social beings, so we are subconsciously conditioned in order to play these games. I will make a separate video on that, the games that people play. However, with the time, these masks tend to fade off, like fade away, because the people start to feel a little comfortable with you, or also it takes a lot of psychic, a lot of mental energy to keep mask at all times. So what basically happens, at certain point the mask starts to fall off a little bit and you're starting to see the right intentions. So give it time. If the person is your fan and is there to cheer for you always, that's a friend. If a person is there for you in difficult times and not only in easy times. That's a friend. If a person is there for you, even there is nothing for him or her to get, well, that's a friend. If a person is there only when the times are good, well, that's not really a friend. If a person is there only because the person thinks he gets from you something, status, prestige, money, anything, validation, that's not really a friend. In the ancient Hebrew, there is a saying, "Avat tluya bedavar," meaning love which is dependent on a thing. Well, it's a very big conversation if love is dependent or independent, and we'll talk about this in some other conversation. But the person who loves you for what you are, for the real you that you are, this is a real friend. So rule number 2, numero dos, number 2, number 2, numero 2 is give it time. Rule number 3, numero 3, number 3, on how to determine is this person my friend or is this person not so much, maybe not exactly an enemy, but definitely don't sleep over tonight, right? Basically, it is very simple. You need to watch for this person micro expressions, and there is a lot of videos on the micro expressions on YouTube and all over the internet, and I'm going to give you here the quick and dirty tips to micro expressions. Now, you know our faces are extremely expressive. We communicate through our faces. When baby is born, one of the first non-verbal communication tools that the baby is given by the ultimate creator, the universe, the quantum field, is a beautiful smile. When baby is comfortable, the baby smiles. When baby is uncomfortable, yeah, you know what happens, right? The baby cries. Now, micro expressions are expressions, they are lasting less than a second, and they are pretty much, unless the person is specially trained, involuntary. Involuntary, that means there's no conscious, I thought someone's coming to participate in our video. There are no conscious understanding that we are doing these expressions. So smirk, which looks something like this, right? Something like this. My goal is not to smirk, okay, ever. So if it's not perfect, you know, I'm not perfect, that's okay. Smirk is a micro expression that even if a person is playing your friend, he is not actually your friend. He has some thoughts, some ideas, some agendas, which are not the friendliest agendas out there. So look for negative micro expressions like smirks, disgust, like stuff like that. There is a great movie, it's called Lie to Me, where Dr. Lightman, which is a big researcher of micro expressions, basically shows how to spot people's true intentions. So look for micro expressions like smirks or expression of disgust or even expression of fear, right? If somebody is fearful from you, this is not a necessarily friendly expression, although, you know, sometimes people can get fearful for external reasons. So my tip number 3 for you guys is look for micro expression. And now for the bonus round. Dear friends, because I love you from the bottom of my heart, you know that when you're staying towards the second part of my video, I'm going to give you 1 or maybe even 2 bonus tips on the topic that we're discussing today, which is how to spot people with negative intentions towards you. My tip number one, my bonus tip number one will be know to recognize how the person is behaving when the times are tough. Now, we all go through ups and downs in our lives. Actually, how to spot if a person is alive when he's hooked up to a heart monitor. The heart goes up, the heart goes down, the heart goes up, the heart goes down, right? If the line is set, it's not a good sign, right? So no matter how successful we are, and success, like you know, in my expression is 360 experience, is not only abundance of material possessions or little Benjamins, it's also health, it's also state of mind, it's also peacefulness, relationships, friendships. A lot of variables come into this thing called success and abundance. Now, we all go through downturns, so pay attention who stays when you are in your lowest. Who stays when you are in your lowest? Who is there for you when you have no money, have no energy, and you are not sure how you're gonna push through by the end of the day? If somebody stays with you through these moments, well, this one is a keeper. This one is a real friend. This one, if somebody who cares, who loves you, and who is there for you, for your essence, and for your purpose. Keep this person no matter what. No, this is a real soulmate. And I'm not talking only in a romantic sense. I'm talking that people are coming into this world into clusters, and we are all learning from each other. The universe is sending us messages through other people. We just have to listen, right? It's very important to have your ears, your eyes, your third eye, all your senses open to understand what is the message here. So my bonus tip for you is remember who is there during the downturns. Now, there are a lot more tips to give you, but for today, this is going to be all he said. I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for being with me together in this beautiful journey called life. If you found beautiful and useful tips in my videos, which are full of content, please subscribe, like, and share. And don't smash, just hit the bell notification button, because it will mean a lot to me. I'll see you in the next video. This is Mike Michele. I love you.